Hi there. It's your second favorite DP right here, okay? No, that's Deadpool, you silly little Hufflepuff. Anyways, I'm gonna need you to shut up that pretty little mouth of yours and pay attention because the show's about to start, alright? And, I don't know about you, but I know who's my vote for sexiest ex-soldier turned pop culture show host. Alright, enough foreplay. Let's get on with the show.
Everybody, what is up? It is Tuesday, What's the date today? August 4th, 2026. And this is episode 249 of Pop Culture Warrior, the show where I stay up to date on all the ins and outs of what's happening in pop culture so you don't have to. Evening, y'all. Brought to you by Double Time Sports Drink. It's not where it's going to be. It came in and I didn't have anywhere else to put it yet, so I just put it there. But I can't do this alone. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring in the mouth from the south. He is not in the bubble like he's supposed to be. Hang on. Yeah, somebody showed up at the last damn minute and then the bubble's not working. Go figure. God damn it. No, we'll just stop what we're doing here. We'll just stop. It's fine. We'll all just stop and wait. Let's see, co-host. Put that in, fix that up. Hang on, hold. Somebody decides to show up at the last goddamn second, so I don't have time to make sure that things are working correctly. And let's close that. Let's try this again. Welcome to co-host. Bye bye, everybody. I hate you so much. I hate you so much.
Somebody didn't have 6 fucking links to join in. I was sitting in the room for like 20 minutes. Like, this fucking guy's not showing up.
Oh, man. So many things.
Anyway.
So, hey, everybody. Welcome. It's Tuesday night. It's Pop Culture Warrior. How you guys doing tonight? How's it going?
Mike's good echo. Fucking...
If you guys want to confirm that Mike has an echo, by all means, please
Sounds
confirm.
like a robot.
You sound like the robot. All right, sorry. I actually was running a little behind just because I've been doing some things. Why is that acting like that? Hang on.
Oh, excuse me.
How do I get this?
No, don't know what you're doing.
Hang on. There it goes. All right, sorry. I had my stuff on the wrong monitor. Whew. Anyway, moving on. Hi, everybody. Anyone want to confess their sins? All the time. All the time. I got plenty to go on. It is Tuesday. There's things happening. Have you seen the Spider-Mans? Do we not?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of the Spider-Mans? Did you see it? Did you like it? What were your thoughts?
Yeah, I saw it. I liked it.
Great job. You know, any day now they're going to come to you for reviews. So
I don't know why they're not already. I mean, it's got my stamp of approval. That's all they need.
There you go. Mad Mike approved. We got to get one
of those. I saw it. I saw it a few times. It was good. I liked it.
Where do you rank it in the pantheon of Spider-Man films and then also just kind of superhero films in general?
It's like, my thing is, I've never been big on Spider-Man. It's well known. He's like the Superman of the Marvel universe. Just like kind of overrated, little gay, but you know. Anyways,
oh my God, sorry.
What? You're a grown man. You like little teenage boys.
Yes.
Do we need to get fucking Chris Anderson up in here?
In lycra, full body tight, slimming spandex.
Did you text? Anyways, no, it was good. It was a little depressing.
So apparently we can't talk about spoilers.
I got no friends. They don't know me. I'm so sad.
Yes, we'll keep it to general thing. Yeah, I really liked it. I did. I enjoyed it. I think it's one of the. I got to say this in a way. It's one of the best Spider-Man movies, right? And that it like Spider-Man shines in this movie. Like the movement, the fighting, the web swinging.
They
Just
did, yeah. It's probably
everything.
the best they've ever done with like how you like if it was real, like I would say like his POV and stuff like that. It was fucking excellent. It was like the game. That's what people
Yeah.
liked about the game.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you guys caught on. Oh, the
Yeah.
fucking most popular game that you've ever had. Let's do that in the
Yeah.
movie
Yeah. Right. Like, how hard
instead
was
of just
that?
having them swinging and then like slowly fighting one person.
Yeah.
Um,
No, it was really,
Visuals
really well done.
were fucking really well done. Good job for that guy. That was the same guy that did Shang-Chi, I found out.
Shang-Chi, yeah. Yep. Yep.
Oh, look at you, Tristan. It's fucking Shang-Chi up in here.
Shang-Chi. I've been getting better at my name pronunciations.
I've been going to the Chinese buffet once a week. I'm cultured.
It's pronounced. I was gonna say
Chinese
something really.
buffet.
I was gonna say something that would really get me canceled. Yeah.
But that was good. I kind of like didn't like how they glossed over his most fucking epic villains like of all time.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I was excited, and remember, my prediction before the film was that all these villains that they were talking about were going to be nothing more than a quick
yeah, like
montage.
bah, 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 and then,
You know,
but
I was
anyways,
disappointed in that. Yeah.
and then it's like he's always like a gateway to the next Avengers thing too, which is kind of annoying. It's like
Yeah.
just give him his own thing, man.
Yeah.
Just let him flow. And there was like a lot of stuff I felt wasn't, I don't know, wasn't really necessary. But
Yeah.
then I thought about it. I was like, well, he's always been like a team up kind of character, I guess.
Yeah.
Only like the movies made him kind of like his own thing, but
Okay, first off, I feel like, okay, you can't speak on Spider-Man because you just, the mythos is just all wrong. All wrong.
yeah.
It wasn't until the popularity of the movies, and really going back to like the animated series, where they started making him a team up kind of character. Because the same thing that happened with Wolverine, where once he got big on TV and films, and everyone was gravitating to that character, they're like, let's put him on every team working with every other guy so they could just rub up against them and get some of that love.
That's true.
You know, because Spider-Man was for years was like, that's why his rogues gallery is so good, just because he for years was on his own. And then the minute, like I remember in the 90s when the cartoon came out, his popularity started to rise, and then in the 2000s with the Tobey Maguire movie, it shot up through the roof, and then it was Spider-Man and Friends everywhere you go. It was fucking, he's on the Avengers, he's on the Fantastic Four, he's on the Defenders, he's working with Punisher, he's working with Moon Knight, he's a goddamn galactic fucking superhero. He's got like, I was like, what the fuck? I love Spider-Man, but Jesus Christ, he is fucking everywhere.
Yeah, he was like the whole center of Civil War and all that
Yeah.
stuff, and it's like
he was the
I don't
center of
know.
every
I'm kind of
major
tired
fucking
of
thing.
team up stuff. I thought they should have done like a, I don't know, just let him do his own thing, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
He could have fought like all those guys himself, and I don't know.
Honestly, I think, look, I did enjoy the movie. I did like the movie. Let's just put that to bed. But if you take like the first third and just like stretch it out and let each of those little mini villains kind of live, bro, that's a good movie. That's a solid
it's
movie.
an excellent movie.
You know,
Because they had Tombstone, like, well, fucking Scorpion alone was like
Scorpion,
one of his most formidable opponents.
Tombstone. They had what was it? Tarantula. They had Boomerang, and then the dude with the chrome dome that kind of looks like a slim down fucking juggernaut.
Yeah,
but you could, the hand was in it a little bit. Like you could even.
That's what I thought it was going to be, the hand and Scorpion, until they're like, let's do the X-Men with it, and it's like, why? Yes. Why does he always have to be a gateway for Marvel? Like, it's kind of annoying. I'm so tired of it.
Again, they're trying to draft.
And that's why I like the last one a little more, because at least like they brought in the old Spider-Mans and stuff. And
it was a Spider-Man story. It was really Spider-Man focus.
The Jake Gyllenhaal one, it was more just like that. But
so
That's my little peeve with it. And then it's like,
Sure.
and then you put in the X-Men. Well, well, I don't know how they're gonna go with it because Disney owns it now.
Possibly.
X people.
Anything could happen.
X people. I don't
Anything.
know if they can even use X anymore. It might be too hardcore, but anyway, the mutant.
It's too
For
transphobic.
mutants, the mutants. Anyways,
Yeah,
and then it's like that movie's not coming out for like fucking 3 or 4 more years. They said after Secret Wars they're gonna tackle the X-Men movie.
the mutant saga, yeah.
But and then I read that I don't know how to say his name. Oh, K-Fed. K-Fag.
Kevin Feige.
Yeah, there we go. He said they tried it with another villain and it didn't work well or whatever, and people speculated like who could be, which was ones I never heard of. And then he's like, "Oh, we just went with someone pitched that, and we went with that." And
So there was a couple of different things, and like Tom Holland talked about how he wanted to lean a little more into the body horror of it. So I think he was like the actual the Spider-Man transformation where he gets like the extra arms.
that was good with the thing. I was hoping they were gonna do it like,
that'd be
like
cool.
the fucking
Even do the whole night, like do the fake out. It's a nightmare sequence, right?
Yeah,
like he wakes
right?
up from the dream where he's just like, and like eating MJ's face and shit. Like that would have been awesome, that would have been cool. Whatever. Somebody said Carnage, Wayne Eggers and Carnage. That was different movie. That was the Venom movies. They don't exist.
They're not. Yeah, thank God they said they're not doing those anymore for now.
Knock on wood, man.
Oh, you made a fuck ton of money. That everyone's fucking saw it, and I don't know how anyone didn't see it. What the fuck were you guys doing?
Yeah,
made what 355 million.
Speaking of a butt fuck lot of movie money, Spider-Man Brand New Day has recorded the biggest box office opening in American history.
They did get the biggest one?
It pulled, just on Friday alone, it pulled in 100 million. Just on the Friday.
Sunday they had 355, and then they said I guess they wait till Monday to total it.
Yeah,
because 357 was the record, and that was Endgame.
Avengers, Endgame. So let's see. Let's go to domestic.
I saw in 3D too. Like I was there. I saw his package and everything. It was great. I think that's why I like it so much.
Weekend records. Here we go. I'm looking at largest posted opening weekend. Yes, largest opening weekend. It has all time Spider-Man Brand New Day at $360.09 million.
Nice.
So it beat out Avengers Endgame by a whopping $3 million.
I think it cost $250 or $235 to make. It was $2 something to make.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good. They use a lot of special effects.
This is pretty good. And so that's the opening. The opening beat it by 3 million. And then it says total gross. So it's already halfway to Endgame's total gross. So Endgame total gross was 858.
Yeah, they're expecting
and we're talking U.S. We're talking specifically U.S. We're not talking about worldwide. But
it set a record in like China too, because it came out there too. It was like 200 something million, which is surprising. I didn't know they let them watch, anything besides.
They're allowed to watch movies over there. What?
Yeah.
No.
Well, like North Korea, you're only allowed to watch Kim Jong-un stuff or whatever. Oh, China, I figured it was the same way. You can only watch whatever his name is.
It had the largest
Ping Chow or whatever the fuck that guy's name is.
Largest American opening in North Korea at a whopping $7. They sold one ticket.
One person watched it. He was executed shortly after.
He didn't even finish the movie. So
my favorite thing I saw was, I guess on Friday, like it was fucking hacked and it was on the internet like all night long, and they're like, oh, and I'm like, oh no way, Sony got hacked. No, why?
Yeah.
How?
What? Sony? Huh? What? No.
It's like, oh, I don't know how we got hacked. We had our password as password 1. We previously used just password.
I don't get it. We saved the movie on our PlayStation 5. I don't understand how it got hacked.
Yeah,
How did it get leaked?
we totally we got like 6 PlayStation 5 set up, and we all have password 12345.
Yeah. But
That
no,
was my
yes.
favorite. I was like, what? No.
So now it is the record holder for biggest opening weekend. It is the record holder for, where is it? I just saw it. Wide opening weekend. Ew, that sounds gross. Wide opening weekend.
Wow.
It's got the
You
record
watching
for
from LA?
biggest opening weekend in
Bet you
July.
have the biggest opening.
And
There's
then
nothing else out too. That's like, well, you don't watch so much Minions and the
Odyssey. Yeah. It
That
is
already
the,
made a fuck ton of money too. So it's like, yeah, of course it's gonna do well. It's not competing against shit.
I'd love to go down this list without you interrupting me
No,
every time.
everyone knows it made a lot of money. It's a good movie. Go watch.
July.
It's a really good movie.
Biggest opening weekend by summer. Biggest opening weekend for a PG-13 film. Biggest opening wide across all theaters. And then I thought I saw
For a Spider-Man movie ever.
So funny enough, not for a Spider-Man movie though. Well, it might be because it says no. It did because No Way Home opened to 260. So
and the highest grossing movie of all time was Endgame, and it beat it. So it's obviously the high.
Well, obviously.
What are you reading your news from? Like fucking goddamn New York Times? Like shit, we know they're wrong. All right.
I mean, I was trying to say because there were certain other records that like No Way Home had, but that's specifically for like months. So like No Way Home got the biggest opening in December of all time. And then I saw No Way Home somewhere else. Man, it's crazy the things that they track in this thing. Wow. There's a category for everything.
I play.
Yeah, holiday season is Spider-Man No Way Home because it opened up in the Christmas season, so it got December
That'll get broken.
Yeah, December. Well, yeah, with Avengers.
Little nuggy called Doomsday. Nothing says Christmas like Doomsday.
Better enjoy it while you can. Get the posters printed out now. Yeah, so that would be interesting.
Spider-Man's gonna be in it. Spoiler.
No, he won't. He's not. He won't be in Doomsday. He'll be in Secret War though. See, that's the trick. Is they're doing the Infinity War Endgame angle where you do like half of the people in one movie and then the other half in the other movie. But yeah, so but I mean, congratulations, Spider-Man. What a phenomenal achievement to be the highest grossing movie in an opening weekend of all time. That's crazy.
Fuck you, Sony. No, fuck him. Because now it gives Sony money to make stupid shit.
Everyone knows most of that's going to Disney for how much they put into it.
It was all Kevin Feige. Like, if it wasn't for him, they would have nothing.
I mean, that's fair.
He's like the Jesus of Marvel Comics. Okay,
that is fair. That is fair. So I mean, I love that people say like, oh, you know, no, I love that people.
Funny thing. Hold on.
Please.
I was walking in to see it, and someone's like, "Oh, Amy Pascal. That she's related to who's the guy from Mandalorian and every other movie? Pedro. She's like, oh, I think that's Pedro's wife." I never even thought of that. How funny would that be? I don't think they're related at all, but I never.
One is a white blonde woman, and the other one is a very Spanish male.
Yeah.
So unless there's adoption,
I think that's Pedro's wife. I'm like, holy fuck! How are you alive in this day and age?
No, it's nepotism. That's his grandma. It's nepotism. That's how he got in.
How do you think he gets all those roles?
That's exactly it. No, but I was saying that it's amazing to me the people that say, "Oh, there's superhero fatigue and there's movie fatigue and movie theaters are going out the way." When like, okay, uh, biggest opening in Easter, Batman v Superman. Biggest Labor Day opening, Shang-Chi. Biggest President's Day open, Black Panther. And it keeps going down the list. Biggest, where is it? So obviously, biggest opening in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Biggest by month is Avengers. April is Avengers Endgame. May is The Avengers. July is Spider-Man Brand New Day. August is Suicide Squad. October is Joker. November is Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And December is Spider-Man No Way Home. So literally the biggest movies. Then if you break it by season, spring, summer, fall, winter, the only season that doesn't have the biggest opening is fall, and it was It. So it's based on a,
Yeah,
Stephen
because
King
they
story.
don't release shit in the fall, which I don't
Exactly.
understand.
Exactly.
Like,
So
you
my
can
point
release a
is,
movie in the fall, like, and then they release horror movies in like fucking November, and it's like, dude, you fucking released that shit in October, you
you
dumb
missed
fuck.
it.
I don't know why it didn't do well. We released it in July with fucking Spider-Man. It's
Yeah.
like, no, you fucking released it in October when nothing's out, you stupid fucks. But the whole thing with superhero fatigue, it's not a fucking thing. It's two things. One, it's a shitty fucking movie that
Shitty
either
movie
Sony
fatigue.
made or DC
Sony
made.
movie fatigue. That's what it is.
It's like one of the Sony or DC like made, and it's a piece of shit. And the second thing is, it's characters nobody fucking knows about. Like, you gotta think a majority of people, besides like, I don't know, I'm fucking put the number way up there, but like 30% of the people that actually read the source material, everyone else only follows the movies. Like, my whole family, besides me, they've only seen the movies. So it's like, if it's not something from the movies that doesn't lead into the movies or whatever, it's like nobody knows what the fuck it is, and they're spending the whole time trying to figure out how it ties in to the last movie they seen.
Fair. You done? You
You
got it all
know?
out? You good?
So that's what it is. It's not a fatigue. It's like you do shitty stuff. Like, it's on DC, confusing everyone.
I love Wayne. Wayne put in, there's got to be a Spider-Man fan out there where you say Spider-Man and they just have uncontrollable orgasms for no reason.
It's CQ. Did you show him your elbow or whatever? Fucking arm, shoulder. I forget where it is. He's got one there, and he's got one on his butt cheeks.
Yeah, there's a spider web. If you pull it open, it's just a spider web.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Moving on.
It's a good movie. Go see it. It is a really good movie.
Worth a watch.
They did really well.
Yeah, it's crazy when you have to nitpick because you're just like, this would have been better, but it's a really good film. It's a really, really good film.
You do better. Like, let me see you do better. The fight sequences were better. Like, I read one art. Well, no, it's like something that critics are like. It's like, really, like, you just gotta shit on everything. Like, that's my thing. I like to shit on stuff. But I read one thing where the guy was like complaining because they're like, he's good. It's just all advertisements. He ate at Little Caesars twice. He's advertising the non-alcoholic beer. And it's like, who the fuck pays it? Like, that's what you're complaining about the whole fucking movie? And it's like, that's what they do.
Scorpion
Every
had a
movie, it's fucking...
Starbucks logo on him. Scorpion, it was crazy.
Yeah, like, it's like, no, that's every movie does that. And that's fucking real life. You can't go outside without fucking seeing billboards for shit and whatever.
That's the guy going outside going like, really? We're just advertising everything now?
You're in New York. I just remember thing. It's like, you're in New York. It's like the center for commercialism. It's like fucking Times Square is literally, that's its thing, is advertising.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is where you're complaining about, like, fuck, what kind of planet do you live on? Like, shut the fuck up, man. And why not advertise for what they like? Okay, they sponsored the thing. That's what they do.
Put a bunch of money into it. Make it get paid.
Unless you watch some shitty fucking Oscar wannabe winning bullshit where they don't advertise that shit. But it's like, Matrix, every fucking movie ever. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, that's what happened to Black Adam. Fucking The Rock ruined it because he made him advertise his shit. And you know, trying to fit Terramana into a fucking Black Adam movie? Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Let's see. So, in other news, In disappointing news, it's kind of a bummer, man. After announcing that it was coming back just like 6 months ago, they just announced that the Wonder Man TV show has been canceled.
Which I
Um,
don't get. Like,
it
and
was
they,
good.
it was really, it won a fucking Emmy.
Yeah, it was really good. It was enjoyable. It
And
was
the
fun.
weird thing was because like the co-writer, the one guy who did, I think he didn't he write in game or something, but or not in game, but Spider Man. I think he was part of Brand New Day. But the other writer, he was like, "Yeah, we were getting ready to set up the writing room and everything, and everyone was under contract." And
Yeah.
that was what's weird because they announced it and they're like, "Yeah, we couldn't get the writer room together, and there was scheduling conflicts." And then it's like the guy's like, "No, we were ready to get it together. We're supposed to do it like next week." And then even that actor, I can't pronounce his name. There's so many
Yeah.
vowels in it.
That's a
And
tough
he's
one.
like, "Yeah, I had nothing going on." And I
He
think that was the
cleared
guy
his
they
schedule.
said had schedule problems. It's like he got nothing. So it's very strange. I thought it
Yeah.
would have been good for them. I mean, it's like way better than I thought it would be. I think than you thought it would be.
I had like I had low expectations
Same.
because it's a character that has like I mean
It's got what maybe 3 pages of.
like I was
You
say
could probably put
he
one
was
comic book of his whole thing
yeah, he
together.
was popular in like the 80s. I mean, like
He's still just some one pagers here and there.
yeah, I mean he was kind of a big deal during what was it? During the Infinity War in the real comic book.
Yeah.
But and Vision is literally cloned from his mind, not like in the movies. It was Wonder Man's mind that was cloned and put into Vision, which is why he was obsessed with Wanda because Wonder Man was obsessed with Wanda. So it's just I had low expectations, but they knocked it out of the park. I mean, really, it was so good, so well done. Um,
It's
it's
just
disappointing.
strange.
It's
Yeah, and then
disappointing.
why get rid of it after that? You at least do one more. I don't
I
know.
mean,
I guess it just didn't fit into what they want to do.
yep. And a lot of people were saying for season 3 of Daredevil Born Again, we've already seen the pictures of basically all of the defenders returning. So a lot of people were saying like, "Whoa, is Colleen Wig or Colleen, whatever her name was, Wig, coming back?" The actress that played her in the Iron Fist series did actually put out a statement that Marvel did ask her to come back and she chose not to. She chose
Mm.
to stay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and assume and read between the lines that they said, "We want you to come back." It was going to be a glorified cameo, like maybe be in one scene and then die or something like that. And she's like, "Nah, screw that." Because she made the comment where she goes, "We left that character in a very good place." So that tells me, if you're reading between the lines, that what they offered me to do wasn't worth it.
Yeah, it's probably like a background in the like dojo or something.
Yeah. Or they pull a Maria Hill from Secret Invasion. And you're like, "Oh, we got Maria Hill." And she's dead in the first episode, in the first
Yeah.
10 minutes. So, because every hero needs there's the old trope, what it's called, the girlfriend in the fridge, where, he needs the reason to, "Oh, I must avenge you." Ah. So she would have probably been just revenge bait. And she's like, "Nah, screw that. I'm not going to, get back into shape and do all this and all that. And then, just to be in one scene and then get killed." So she's like, "Fuck that. I don't need that money." So there's that. And then, side note to that is a lot of people were wondering, well, hey, are we going to get Rosario Dawson coming back as the night nurse because she did so much of the thing? Turns out she did film scenes and was supposed to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day. When the Punisher runs in, oh, I shouldn't be spoiling things, but there's a scene in a hospital and apparently she was going to be one of like the attending nurses. They shot the stuff and it just ended up getting cut for time and whatnot.
Hmm.
But it's nice to know that the night nurse is still living
Whole thing.
in the ether of the universe. She's out there somewhere. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how things are gonna go.
Yeah.
The The good news, all this, and I think we kind of touched on it a tiny bit, is Sony has confirmed there are no Spider-Man spin-offs in development, no sequels, no spin-offs, no nothing. Sony has finally given up. They are waving the white flag of the Spider-Man universe, and god damn it, not a second too soon. Jesus Christ. I couldn't take another one.
Like and that's good news because that means Jared Leto's not getting any more work. But it's also like if you read the article, and it was like I forgot who it was, like the vice president or something that said that, and he's like, "Oh, it just didn't connect with the audience and stuff like that." It's like, nah, it didn't connect because you had no clue what the fuck you were doing.
It didn't connect because it sucked.
You were just like you put out shitty content that it wasn't anything to do with it. It was just the name. Like it would be like if we were doing your life story and it just like had me in it the whole time or whatever. Like it wasn't even your life story, it's mine. It's like it didn't make any fucking sense. You guys didn't even bother to read like the source material, or if whoever wrote the script did it, and then you guys are just like, no, let's just do this and we'll put this in and that, and like I don't know, studio interference, or if you're just retarded or what, I don't understand. Just pay Kevin Feige to write all the shit to tell you what to do, I guess.
I mean, seriously, just let him play with all the toys and just film it.
And that's what all the fans are like, oh yeah, we'll sell it back tomorrow. And it's like they're never gonna sell it back.
They really should. They really should. In other news, in non-comic book, non-superhero, non-Spider-Man news, horror's been seeing a big return to form, man. We're seeing a lot of horror, with the It spin-off series and,
The guy, that YouTube guy that I like, this movie was really Obsession, I think it was called.
Obsession, that is it. I had to talk about Obsession. I haven't really
You
touched
watched
on
that?
it. Yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
No, you did. I
Yeah,
didn't watch it
you
yet.
haven't seen it? Oh,
No.
dude, it's
I love that guy. I watch all his skits. And I'm like, this guy's fucking hilarious.
He's hilarious.
I didn't realize that was his movie until like it started doing well. And they're like, how did a YouTuber make a good movie? And I'm like, that guy's fucking creative as fuck in his reels. Like,
yes, I will say this, that he made that movie with like a $450,000 like
budget.
chunk of money.
Which I was telling my wife about. I was like, they fucking, for Super Troopers 2, they had to fundraise like $2 million. Yeah. I was like, this guy made this shit for like a quarter of that. And
yes.
It made what, 250 million or some shit?
Try again. It is now the 6th. No, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is the 5th highest grossing horror movie of all time. The only horror movies ahead of it: It, The Sixth Sense, which horror you could,
right? The original one.
It, no, the 2017 It.
Yeah, that's a new one. There was one in the.
Oh, I thought you said the original, the new one. Yeah, The Sixth Sense, which horror movie,
it's not kind of horror. That's a suspense thriller.
World War Z zombie movie.
Really?
The Conjuring: Last Rites.
Yeah.
And then Obsession. It's crazy. It's crazy to me that on a $450,000 budget, it is at almost $475 million. That's like a
$475 million. Holy shit! And it was like zero there's like no like advertising budget. Like they weren't touring on like fucking. I don't even know who the talk show hosts are anymore. Jimmy Fallon or whatever.
It's funny. It wasn't until after the movie came out that it started breaking all these records that they started doing the promotion, which I think is what caused it to get its second life. Because typically movies do all their promotion pre-release, and then you see it spike first week and then just drop. With them, it went open, went higher. At that point, now they're on talk shows, getting interviewed and all that, and then it spiked even higher. But yeah, I mean, well deserved. I gotta say, the movie is so good, and it's not a slasher film. It's not an over-the-top gory film. There's a couple moments, I wouldn't even classify them as jump scares, but there's a couple moments where it's like, ah, and you're like, ah. But it is the why? Let me ask you this. Why have some of the best horror movies to come out lately are from the minds of comedic geniuses? Think about that. With Jordan Peele, right? With all his horror movies being through the roof. And now you got Clive. You got the other YouTuber that did Iron Lung, Markiplier, and then the guy that did Backrooms is a little known. He's like a commercial director, So, I mean, the number one horror movie is Barbie. That's funny. But yeah, no,
which they're not gonna make part 2 because they don't want to get paid on.
Yeah,
God.
obviously.
God.
But yeah, so you've got Obsession, and then like I was saying, another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movies down is Backrooms as one of the highest grossing.
It's like that's not even like fair though, because it's like he made it, like you said, for $450K. They spent a lot more on those other fuck. It spent a lot more on that.
Oh yeah.
That was, I don't know, what, 100 million or something. It was a lot more than they spent. Definitely, each one of those, Conjuring, all those special effects.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at some of the other ones. The It movies, the World War Z was probably a good $500 million movie to make.
Oh yeah, Brad Pitt got like 25 million alone.
Yeah, Prometheus, Beetlejuice, The Nun, Hannibal, Alien.
Beetlejuice is a horror.
I know it's funny, but yeah. Final Destination, The Conjuring, A Quiet Place.
All those are special effects heavy. Well, not The Quiet Place, but
yeah,
they paid a lot more because he got famous. There were still famous people in there besides the YouTube guys. Him and his friend.
And that doesn't qualify you as famous.
No, well,
but I'll tell you,
but they're not getting a $20 million paycheck. Is what I'm getting at.
The actress that was in it, you're gonna see her everywhere. This movie has launched her career into the stratosphere. She already said that Marvel has approached her to be in stuff. Like,
they kind of approach everyone, I found out, except for us.
I mean, I didn't want to tell you.
What's his name? The Marine guy. He's in the Star Wars. He's turned him down like several times. I saw Kevin Feige saying. The guy we were saying might be Mephisto. Driver.
Yeah,
fuck's sake, the names. You know what I'm talking about. The guy from the Star Wars.
The guy from the Star Wars. There's only a few.
Hillary guy.
There's only a few of them in that movie, Star Wars. The guy.
It was a little movie.
It's a small thing. But no, it blows my mind. It blows my mind. And she absolutely killed it.
It's like the main lady, right?
Yeah, she's the main character, the one that is obsessed. She did phenomenal. It is incredible. Highly worth a watch. Just it's just so well done.
Yeah, I was gonna check it out. From the preview, I was like, oh, this is a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
It just rarely happens.
And then so they were talking about like, oh, how are we gonna are they gonna do a sequel? You know how it is. Immediately something says, oh, are they gonna do a sequel? And I like what the director said. It was like Clive Barker, whatever his name is. Because he goes, we could do a sequel that's a direct sequel that, the impact and what happens. But he goes, I think a better idea, and I agree with him, is to do almost like an anthology series where every movie would be a different person, a different wish, a whole different, circumstance with different outcomes and different, not retreading the same, which I think is a great idea because you take what works in the premise. And obviously, like I said, the actress she fucking nails it because it is purely acting on her part where she kind of switches, and oh man, like there's no special effects, there's no prosthetics. It's just her emoting and like she's one character and then she's somebody. Yeah, she does so good. So damn good.
That's what I was going to say about Spider-Man I didn't like was that how they did that with Jean Grey. It's like,
oh, yeah.
I was like, it's kind of fucking. But I was like, then like, yeah, how do you get the? I guess it's like because it's like, how else do you express that
Yeah, because if you just go like,
their control? Like all of a sudden you're just like, and it would just be like us talking or whatever. But that's how it would be in real life. I mean, you're not gonna be like,
you orgasm every time you're like,
like what? I don't know why, but every time I jump into someone's mind, they fucking shit themselves.
Like she's inside me.
I don't know. They could have just said like, I got a headache, and then I don't know. But yeah, it was like a jerk, like they just got possessed. And I'm like,
I mean, that's
kind of a weird reaction.
She's hitting it with force. She's like, bam,
shooting her mind into yours.
She slams her brain into yours. You're like,
I see, like when they introduce the professor, like, okay, you gotta go in slower, so that way you don't break their necks.
You gotta ease it.
Yeah. It's like you're just shooting out.
You gotta,
they gotta
lubricate your mind.
Like you're gonna, because everyone's got like neck problems now. Like
everybody, the next movie,
everyone's like, paralyzed. They're like, they're fine. They're just really tired. Like, I got paralyzed. Did you notice that they're all like, wow? And I was like, God damn, that hurts my neck just watching it. Like, or my back. They're like, my back, my neck.
I want a post-credit scene where it's everybody with the neck collars just walking around New York.
Exactly. I want to fucking skit with Matt Murdock, and like, if you've been fucking possessed by Jean Grey and you have body damage, call this number now.
Girl, oh God. Daredevil's like, of all the times for me to end up in prison, it's just
money to be made
raining money, literally raining money. Anyway,
but yeah, they gotta follow up. Like, you can't go in so hard or something, because it's like they're gonna do that. Professor Xavier's supposed to be more powerful. What's gonna happen then? Like, fuck. Your fucking just gonna explode? Like, fuck sakes. No, I don't want you to read my mind. I don't feel like fucking dying. Like, hold on, I gotta stretch. Like, he's like, you ever stretch? And I'm like, yeah, hold on, before I get fucking possessed by this demon here.
Jesus Christ. I wonder what kind of VA rating you can get for an astral projection possession.
That's what I was gonna say too. Like, do they got like a compensation? Like, I got 30%. She fucking rocked me 3 times. That's what I see too. I'm like, goddamn, no one's looking around the park. Like, all these people are like, I would be like, holy fuck, the devil's here. Let's fucking bounce. I don't leave the dog. Like, I'm fucking gone. Like,
fucking dog's like,
I just saw, I was going over to get ice cream and I just saw 6 people fucking get possessed. Like, I'm fucking running. Like, I am not sitting there throwing you this fucking frisbee. Fuck you, I'm out.
Oh God, that's too fucking funny.
No, I'm fucking outie fight outie. Like,
Jesus Christ. Oh God, all the things that are just running through my head.
Watching movies with.
Oh God.
It was weird though. I felt like I was watching like a fucking horror movie. But the worst part was it didn't happen when it was.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It does matter. All I was waiting for is that one person that's like waiting for the subway and they're like, and just fly right in front of the bus, just
right?
Train.
Well, she fucking killed like 7 people too. I'm like, just gonna let this happen? Yeah. Like, that poor guy was picking up trash and then got hit by a cab.
Bam!
I'm like, you better hurry up. And I'm like, you just killed that guy.
So the VA said adjustment and anxiety, neck broken due to psychic takeover disorder. Yes, that's it right there. That's
give you 0%.
I'll give you -5. Anyway, in other news,
and they cast Emma Frost.
That's the rumor. That's the rumor. It still hasn't been officially confirmed, but that is the rumor.
It hasn't been officially confirmed?
It has not been. Not at all.
And I thought it was weird too, because I'm like, why would you cast that character now out of everyone else that hasn't been cast? And the movie's like 3 years out, 4 years out.
I don't know. I don't
And
know.
then,
You know, there's a lot. There's a lot to be said about all that.
and it also like that far out. Like, what happened to the Blade guy?
Dude, they're saying that one's pretty much dead. They're saying
Oh
it's
yeah,
pretty
and I
much
get
dead.
it. It doesn't fit in anywhere. Well, I thought of it during the movie, and I was like, you could fit him in, but the only way to fit him in, they could have did it with Doctor Strange and the Madness.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that would have been a good thing because you would have the only way you can introduce him in the way they got shit
Multiverse.
now
Yeah.
is easy if you have to fucking introduce vampires in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So you have to do it with somebody that does like mythic shit. So the multiverse of madness, they could have like had somebody they did zombies, you could have had somebody get bit by vampires or whatever. And then you could have had like the night nurse or somebody like, oh, this lady got bit, we gotta help her, and then they have the baby, and then he's doing a thing where he's slicing people up. And the other option would be like if they introduced is it Mephisto, the
Yeah,
Satan dude?
Mephisto. Yeah.
Yeah. You do Mephisto. What's the guy with the shit, the diamond in his
Mr.
forehead?
Sinister.
Mr. Sinister. But you have to introduce vampires some way, shape, or form in the universe at some point to bring him in, because otherwise it's stupid. Because that's the thing. He's half vampire. Why is he gonna fight? He's a fucking half vampire guy with a sword.
Well,
He's not gonna go up against. He's not gonna be a fucking Avenger.
Least we forget, for those, there have been supernatural and mythological things added to the universe because Werewolf by Night introduced the fact that there are werewolves.
Yeah, but it's like a one-off. That I guess they could have did a show with him, but not a movie.
Part of the universe, so it just means it exists within the universe.
But it's better if they showed something like.
I gotcha.
Or my favorite thing was, I don't know if I should put it out there because they're gonna steal my shit. Is if they're gonna do Constantine 2, perfect fucking.
That's a DC.
They could kind of team up.
Constantine is DC, brother. That's
right.
Whole different company.
Yeah, so that's
this is what I would say. The whole idea, like, you can bring Blade within the universe without actually introducing vampires. Here's how, right? You acknowledge that they exist, that they're out there, but they are secretive and their numbers aren't very high because of guys like Blade and the whole thing. So you introduce him and put him like as part of the team up of do the fucking, what were they called? The Marvel Knights or the whatever.
Midnight Suns.
Midnight Suns, Marvel Knights. Put him together with Moon Knight. Put him together with one of the Sorcerer Supremes. Put him together with
fucking Ghost Rider now. Like
Ghost Rider, exactly.
Fucking there you go.
That's your in, and keep it. It could be supernatural. Doesn't have to be vampire focused, but there could be that element to it. I mean, we have a Mephisto.
Fucking but I feel like that's more of a fucking a Disney Plus show, not a movie.
Yeah, I think it would be better as a show, honestly, because a
you
movie
could do like the dude with the white with the Moon Knight. Fuck's sake.
The white
something like
with
that.
The moon. He's kind of a knight.
Think about it. That was all like
yes, that's what I'm saying.
Bullshit too.
I think the same way they did the Defenders and they did each show and then led up to Defenders, you could do a quick season of Blade, Moon Knight, Ghost Rider, whatever, and then lead it up into a whatever, Midnight Suns, Marvel Knights, whatever you want to call it. And I think it could work. I think it could work. You do
that's the way to go. It's not a movie. It's not gonna be the movie when they had the movies with. It's not that. That's it. Like
they did the Wesley Snipes. They did the Nick Cage. It's time.
Because otherwise, you're just copying. Like it's just a redo, which is not gonna do well.
Yeah,
it'll be Sony level, Jared Leto type stuff.
Yeah.
You might as well put him in there as like the main villain. I mean.
He would be the main villain if you put him in the movie. No matter what character he's playing, he's the main villain.
At least they realized, props to him for it's not going to go anywhere. they should have told the guy instead of holding him on the contract for however many years. But
Yeah,
it
it's a
doesn't fit
bummer.
into what they're doing outside of like we said,
Yeah.
like a one off like a Disney Plus filler.
Yeah.
It's a filler thing. It's
It
not
was
going to lead
so
into anything
weird
else.
when they included his voice at the end of Eternals. One of the post-credit scenes of Eternals was when Kit Harington gets the sword to become whatever it was, Black Knight or whatever his name is, and you hear a voice going like, "Are you sure you know how to use that?" And that was actually Mahershala Ali in as Blade showing up, which I thought that was such a weird thing. But at the time, that's what they were saying. Oh, they're leading up to Midnight Suns and that kind of version of it. But yeah, it is what it is. I just
Good on them.
yeah,
It wouldn't have worked out, and it would
yeah.
have just been weird. Because, like I said, everyone's gonna connect it. They're like, "Where does it fit in?" And it's like, "No, it's its own thing." It's like the Batman 2. It's like, "No, it's not our thing, but if it does good, it might be our thing." I don't know.
Shh, they're saying that I am Spider-Man. Ignore the mask in the background. It's just a prop. Anyway, in other news, should we tell them that what we talked about? Like, do we excite the audience that we're doing a thing like that it's happening? Do we leave it in suspense? Do we
Yeah, we
hint at it?
gotta build it up,
Got to
man.
build up to it. All right. So there's a thing. Well, I'm gonna do this my best Mad Mike impression. There is a thing, and
Something.
there's the people, and they're gonna do the thing, and it's gonna maybe happen. So stay tuned.
Calm
How'd I do?
yourself. I'm so excited right now. I can't fucking take it.
It's gonna be awesome. It's
I'm
gonna be awesome.
excited. When is that? I watched the. We have a guest coming on. It's next week, right? Or is
No,
it
okay.
this week?
So today we have a guest. It is the creator, writer, director of The Vale, which premiered at San
Ooh,
Diego Comic-Con. And next week we have, you would know
that's what
this.
I'm excited about.
Yeah, we have Hairspray joining us next week.
Yeah,
If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't.
good documentary,
A
which
really, really good documentary.
kind of sad. Makes me
It's.
sad.
Did you finish it? Did you get all the way
Yeah, I
through it?
watched the whole thing.
Okay,
Watched
good,
it.
good. It's,
Yeah, you
it's
said watch it all because we got a preview and you only get so many views. So like, you gotta watch it all because I don't even know if you'll be able to watch it more than once. So I like watched the whole thing, like the whole day. I'm like, oh,
look, I can't blink. I
I
might miss it.
started, I can't stop.
miss
It's like
it.
ignoring calls. They're like, we're calling you. I'm like,
Not important. It's a 90-minute film. Calm down. Like it
it's a
took you
long
all day to
time.
see it.
I was able to pause it. Actually, I figured I'd pause it. Took me like 3 hours to watch it.
Yes. So next week we have his name is John Boljak. He was one of Stan Lee's assistants in his final days, and basically filmed his
last,
time with him
3
to 5 years.
3 to 5 years.
And filmed with him constantly, and so really captured this just really.
We saw him a lot. That's what was upsetting because like we saw that guy a lot. Because that was when we were doing a lot of shit. Like, and
Well,
it's like
funny you should mention that, and we'll get into this next week. But I had the same reservation. I have a picture of me and Stanley over here, and some Stanley signed stuff over here. So like me, I was like, oh my god, this is hurting me. And
yeah, like I'm for like I don't want to. I should just get rid of this, burn it. So bad.
No, but in talking with him, we were kind of lining up the dates and saying like when we had met him was like 2013, 2014, 2015. Things didn't really get bad until it was
like
about 2016,
2017,
2017 is when it started to go bad.
Well, but no, that still that asshole was there. He was there with every time, remember?
Yeah.
And I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah. Yep. So
stealing all his money. The best part, well, is I'm gonna ruin it, but
yeah.
check out the documentary. I don't know what it's called. What was it called?
Yes, Stanley, the final chapter.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he had an opportunity when Sony was buying Marvel to get. They offered him 10 fucking %. And his lawyer's like, no, just take a one-time payment. So he took $6 million, which the lawyer got $3 million, he said, and it like fucking, because everyone's always like, well, I thought he had a lot of money, and it's like, no, he got fucked. Like he says in the thing, he's like, I'm the worst at finances, like out of anyone.
He's
I've just
because
made terrible
he's a
financial
beautiful
decisions.
soul. He's a beautiful,
Well, that's what's wrong,
trusting
because it's like, yeah, you trust everyone, you're friendly with everyone, and all they want to do is the whole world just wants to fuck you. That's what I keep telling you.
You're right. You're right. Anyway,
But
Stanley
anyway,
Tucci. Good callback. Good callback, Heath.
yeah,
Stanley.
Stanley who?
Stanley who? Stanley
But,
Tucci.
yeah, he could have 10% of Disney. He would have fucking man. Well, I guess it's good and bad because we would have never saw him or nothing. Like,
Fair
I
enough.
wouldn't be at a con if I had, like fucking Iron Man hits off and you're like, I just got 10% of that. Like, I'm not going to this con. Like, fuck you guys. Maybe once I, like, after a bender on cocaine and drinking, and I have to redeem myself, like, for community service hours. That's the only time you meet these people now. You notice that? You're like, the guy got a DUI and he told the cops to go fuck himself, and then he's like, appearing at New York Comic Con. Casper Van Dien. You're like, oh, okay.
Don't call him Casper Van Dyne.
Now he's good enough to come here. Sylvester Stallone. It's like, why is he here? Oh, he fucking molested some lady. Okay.
So yeah, look forward to that interview next week. But
it's
the week
fucking good.
after that, we have the head of, I think it's like marketing or publicity or whatever it is, for Dragon Con, which is celebrating its 40th anniversary.
40 fucking years?
40 years. Yeah, crazy, right?
Oh.
A long
I
time.
only heard about it like 2 years ago.
So, yes, so that's going to be a great one. Dude, so many things. Like, we're going to continue rolling out our San Diego Comic-Con coverage. We're going to keep posting videos because there's so much that we are literally, like, we've been able to pump out, like, the quick 5-minute, 2-minute videos, but there were multiple interviews that were like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes that require just a lot of editing. And I'll be honest, we've got like 2 people that can edit here at the station right now. So, and I think one of them's like half in and half out at work. So, yeah, we're going as fast as we can. But dude, the Glenn Mazzara interview is a outstanding interview. The Wizards of the Coast interview is a phenomenal interview. The one with Amy Garcia, actress Amy Garcia, and former wrestler AJ Mendez, that was a banger. It just so much good content. We got oh my god, there's just so much. There's so much coming. We have all that. Then we're getting ready for Dragon Con, which is going to be phenomenal. We have like unprecedented access, which is just amazing. And yeah, and then we've got New York Comic Con coming and PAX Unplugged coming. It's just a lot. It's a lot. And I'm very, very excited. And then there's something mega, super huge, ultra, super, super big down the line. Probably we'll talk about it a lot later, but I'm thinking like start of the new year, it's gonna be big. Big. So we're laying out the groundwork now. Yeah.
Okay, you calm down there, fucking DJ Donald Trump, DT, whatever. We got great things. The war's over. We really great people here. We gotta work on our impressions, man.
You gotta.
Well, that's a good one. That's how he dances. But that's how you danced before too. Kind of weird.
He took my moves. I had to retire them. He took them.
It's a really great guy, no?
It's great.
Goes by 2 letters. Does doing big things.
Great dancer. Took his moves. I told him everything he knows. But yeah. Anyways. So it is the top of the hour. We'll toss to a short break, and when we come back, we have the interview with the creatives behind the Vale Origins. You're going to love this interview. It's short. It's about 30 minutes. It is pre-recorded because we were gearing up for San Diego Comic-Con and we just couldn't make it work time-wise. It was schedules. It's a bitch. But it's a short 30-minute interview. It's going to be great. And you heard it. There it is. It's Mad Mike's bedtime, everybody. That is the 9 p.m. There's the
clip
subtle.
it. Like, let's just be our outro. Like, all right, like,
And
got
every time
anything?
you're gonna cue it up.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mad Mike, before we let you go, anything you want to say to the crowd?
Nope.
Just once, I'd like you to have something. A
That's my fucking thing,
soliloquy,
man.
a fucking limerick, a fucking, old wives' tale, a dirty joke. I don't care.
I don't like you telling me what I should be doing.
That is absolutely it. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back with more show right after this. We'll see you next week, Mike. Bye.
Later, Pooh.
Hey, you there? Yeah, it is right, you. Let me ask you something, alright? Where the hell do you think that you're going? Oh, would you think because the show is going to commercial that means you get to just walk away? Well, CQ asked me to pass on the little message, alright? And it says, I'll be back.
In the shadows of the city bright, where heroes rise and take the fight, there's a voice that breaks the night. It's CQ at the insight. From the comics to the silver screens, talking legends and those crazy scenes, pop culture, dreams and hidden themes. CQ reveals what it all means. From the comics to the silver screens, talking legends and those crazy scenes, pop culture, dreams and hidden themes. CQ reveals what it all means. Pop culture warrior here to ignite, guiding through the tales of light. With CQ leading the charge so bright, we're ready for another flight. Pop culture warrior here to ignite, guiding through the tales of light. With CQ leading the charge so bright, we're ready for another flight. Marvel at the twists and turns, villains playing, heroes learn. Every episode we'll discern lessons from the past to learn. Games we play and books we read, CQ's wisdom's what we need. Memories that make us bleed, together we will take the lead. Pop culture warrior here to ignite, guiding through the tales of light. With CQ leading the charge so bright, we're ready for another flight. Pop culture warrior here to ignite, guiding through the tales of light. With CQ leading the charge so bright, we're ready for another flight. Pop culture warrior here to ignite, guiding through the tales of light. With CQ leading the charge so bright, we're ready for another flight. Pop culture warrior here to ignite, guiding through the tales of light. With CQ leading the charge so bright, we're ready for another flight.
Hi there. You're watching Pop Culture Warrior. This is the way.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. It is Pop Culture Warrior. Very excited to share with you my interview. So let me begin with my introductions. At a time when most conversations about artificial intelligence focus on what technology could replace, the Val. Uh, hmm, let's let's try that again. This is the good thing about not being live. Oh wait, I am live. What am I talking about? All right. At a time when most conversations about artificial intelligence focus on what technology could replace, the Vale Origins ask a more interesting question. What can it help us imagine? This hybrid live action and animated short follows a grieving inventor family brought back together through their young son's creativity and the extraordinary virtual world they build around it. It also serves as a prequel to the best selling novel, The Veil, and stars legendary performer Leah Salonga. I had the chance to sit down with the writer and director, Abigale Hing Wen, and animation director, John Aoshima, to talk about building the world, blending animation with live action, and keeping human connection at the center of a story that is driven by technology. Please enjoy the conversation with the team behind The Veil Origins.
I'm Abigale Hing Wen. I am the author of the novel The Veil and the writer-director of the short film prequel to The Veil, which is going to have its world premiere at San Diego Comic-Con.
Hi, I'm John Aoshima. I was the animation director for the Vale Origin short.
First and foremost, thank you guys for being here and being part of this. We always like to start kind of on a fun note. So I'm curious what each of you are kind of currently geeking out about right now, right? Whether it's movies or TVs or games or comics, what's kind of captured your attention lately outside of your own project, of course?
Oh yeah, I was about to launch into that. I honestly, I feel like all I'm doing is like getting ready to go to San Diego Comic-Con. They gave us an 884 person room, which is both exciting and
wow.
terrifying. I have never had my very own panel there. I've spoken just twice over the past 2 years, so it's all very new for me. But I'm excited. John and I are actually part of this organization called Venn, and they just put all the panels of Venn members, and there's like a whole bunch of them. So like, there's people on the Walking Dead panel, and gosh, I can't even name them all, but we're excited. I'm excited to go see all of my friends' panels.
All right. What about you,
Same
John?
here. Yeah, same here. I'm just catching up to all this because I was just on a business trip in Japan and that's a whole other story. But yeah, I wasn't even sure if I could make San Diego Comic-Con, but I was like, I hope I can make it because, this is an important moment for the short and I was able to like move the schedule around to make the event happen or be able to attend the event. So I'm very, very, excited for this weekend. And I also have a separate panel for at Japan House in LA, which is because it is the 60th anniversary for the Ultraman hero for Tsuburaya. And so they're bringing this documentary that I was part of to LA, and they're going to screen it and have a panel. So I'm excited to be part of this big big month weekend of panels and interviews.
You guys are going to be very, very busy. So for people that are maybe discovering the Veil for the very first time, I'd love to hear from you guys. What's the elevator pitch, right? Why do you think this resonates with an audience today?
So the story in the novel is about an inventor family led by this 13-year-old kid, Brian Lee, who creates an AI-generated virtual fantasy world. And I actually wrote the novel in 2015, 10 years prior to publication, long before anybody knew what AI generation was, and I wasn't able to publish it for that reason. My agent at the time said, "No one knows what this is. No one's going to read this book." And as you know, like it's everywhere now. Like it's in the zeitgeist. And so I think the timing is just perfect. And then the short film prequel sets up the emotional core of why this AI virtual reality world is so important to the family.
Yeah. And John, if you're pitching it to people, what angle do you come at it from?
Well, for me, like, yeah, it's rare for anyone in animation to be part of something where you get to be integrate live action or have animation be part of live action. And what makes this one special is it is told through perspective of a young boy named Bran and how he's able to take a challenging moment of his life, but the the power of a child's imagination, the ability to persevere through these hard times and tap into his own imagination, and which creates this opportunity for even his parents to like be inspired and dive in and bring the family together.
Beautiful. I love it. Abigail, you've built this universe across books, films, and now animation. When you're creating a world that large, like where do you even begin? How conceptually, how does this kernel kind of bloom into this thing?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I didn't set out to do that at all. I just wrote this story. It was my creative thesis when I was a student at Vermont College of Fine Arts for my MFA. And I was lucky enough to get Martine Levitt, who her project for you is you would write a whole novel in a semester. And that's what I did. This is the book. So it was great to have her looking over my shoulder. And, the high concept was always there, this inventor family that creates this AI generated virtual fantasy world. And I think it's grown in a way I'd never anticipated. So, we started off actually, it was a dead novel, and then wanted to have a, I wanted to move into directing, and I was told I needed a calling card. And when I looked at my portfolio, this story made sense because I could see a discrete story in the prequel. Little did I know that it would be so complicated to do a hybrid live action and animation. So I just kind of jumped in. We raised money, we crewed up, and we cast, and we were so thrilled to get Leia Salonga to headline the entire short film for us. And then after that, like one of my former interns from Harvard had messaged me, and she said, I'm now in an animation program for grad school. Is there a project I can do for a student project? And so she ended up building the Roblox game, our Roblox Obby game. It's our first game. We're actually working on a second game now, but that one went viral. It had over, I think it's like about 300,000 plays now. And then at the same time, I was able to get the book deal where we ended up making it an illustrated novel. So it's like 40 plus illustrations that really, I think, helped to build out the vibrancy of this unusual world. And that was important to me, I think, to show the visuals because the technology is so new and different, that I felt like if I was really going to try to reach a lay audience, which was my intention, I would really need to make it very clear how exactly this works.
Mm. Wow, it's incredible. What a journey. My goodness. I'm exhausted just listening to you talk about it. What a journey. John, I mean, you've worked on some incredible animated projects over the years. What was it about the Vale that made you kind of buy in and want to be part of it?
Well, I was just wrapping up a film for Netflix animation called Ultraman Rising, and I was actually trying to see what could be next for me, and started to explore some opportunities, and I met Abigail at this mixer called Stone Soup, started by the guy that created Rotten Tomato, a review website. His name is Patrick Lee, and when I met Abigail, she had told me she's been looking for someone that understands animation, and she has this like short project that she's starting. And so we set time aside, and she just pitched me the whole idea and what she was trying to do with it. And for me, my background is all in animation, and I do have curiosity to like tap into live action, because telling stories shouldn't be held back by the medium. And so I was like, well, I guess that could be a glimpse into the live action world, and what opportunity can offer that, unless I jump on the Veil. And the concept of it was exciting on its own. So yeah, that's how I got started.
And I realized too that one of the main characters of the Veil is an animator. So the dad is actually an animator.
That's right. Yeah.
It's all coming to art and life and art. It's all crossing over. So, and this could be for either of you, but AI is obviously the heart of this story. But what I kind of notice is that it's not interested in telling people what to think about it. It's asking questions. And so when the audience sees it, when these people see it, what are you hoping the conversations are kind of coming out of viewing The Veil?
Great question. John,
Mm.
do you want to take it first, or I'm happy to take it as well?
Please go ahead. I'll need a minute.
Yeah, so it's a really hard question. As I mentioned, it's a prequel to The Veil, and it's the emotional core of why this family needed to create this world, this virtual fantasy world, which, VR these days is often used for escapism. And I think it's very relatable. Like it's about kids living in virtual worlds. And I joke like, oh, we don't know any kids who live in virtual worlds, but that's exactly what social media is. Like, endless scrolling on social media, you're in a virtual world, even if you're not actually putting on the VR headset and going into this fantasy world. But I think, The Veil is generally a tech positive story. It is the potential of what we can do with these technologies if good people are making that. And that is actually one of the themes of The Veil. Like it's important for good people to go into making technology because they are the ones who are shaping the values of these systems that are really here to stay and really seeping into all of our lives. But it also explores some of the pitfalls of the technology, and that's more, I think, in the novel. So I think part of my hope is that people will be intrigued by the prequel, think about, what are the positives? How can I get involved? How can I learn and educate myself about this technology so I can take better advantage of it myself? And also be intrigued to pick up the book and check out the Roblox game. And we have more projects in the works, so I definitely am excited to get the word out.
Nice. John, anything to add?
For me, AI in my industry could be a very sensitive subject, what makes this short, separate and totally different, even though it touches on AI, it's you're following a story, a boy who finds an AI character. And I think, from the outside, you can look at it and say like, as an opportunity to like raise questions and to allow what a human and an AI interaction might be like. And if it's coming, and if the influence is coming from a young boy with no preconceived perception, and what can come out of that. And so I think it shines a light on opportunities. And there are very sensitive perspective on AI, but I mean, if you go into something like that, of course, you're just going to see, negative things. But if you're coming at it with like no judgment and just look at it as a technology and let the audience kind of come to it. But this short is really about the boy's journey. So
Beautiful. And Abigail, you kind of touched on it a little bit, but this is your directorial debut. What kind of surprised you the most about stepping behind the camera after spending so many years as a novelist?
I think what surprised me the most is how easy it was. It's really a very natural transition. And I've actually since heard that in Hollywood, like a novelist to director transition or novelist to showrunner transition makes a lot of sense because as a novelist, you are the director. You're thinking about camera angles and costumes and the lighting and like everything, the pacing, right? It's all you, just you. And I think in some ways making a movie is easier and more fun because you don't have to do it all yourself. You have your production designer, and in this case, we had our animation director and the cinematographer and really like the whole crew involved, and everyone is playing their role. Like those 150 names at the end, they each like touch the film in some specific special way. So my past life also involved working in tech in Silicon Valley, and so I kind of came to the project with that discipline and that comfort with managing teams of talent. It's a little different working with engineers versus working with creatives, but it's very much the same. Like I think it's all just giving people clear, like casting a clear vision, making sure people are on the same page, making sure people are communicating, and then keeping things moving forward.
Very nice. And John, every project kind of develops its own visual language, especially in something like animation. How do you approach creating the animated style for The Veil? And were there any parts that were especially challenging or even rewarding to kind of bring to life?
oh, sure. I mean, animation is a very tedious and long process. And so you can't help but look at the timeline, the budget, what we can work with. And based on that, you can kind of judge like how big your how big your team can be, the size of them, and what needs to be addressed. And even at the very beginning, even though I'm signed on as animation director, we were looking at storyboard artists, um, and the animation segment is fairly short in the overall short, but do we tap on and use a friend card to have them help you out in storyboarding the animation segment? Or do you just kind of hold on to that car for other things that you might really need? And when I say holding cars, I'm saying like the limited budget that we have to hire certain skill sets. And so I thought, well, I do storyboard, so I'm like, well, I know that animation is a medium that evolves quite a bit, right? And so I thought, maybe I'll just take it on myself, and that way I can work closer with the script and Abigail, and to kind of understand the vision as I start planning it visually. And so I think with the budget limitation and what we had to kind of convey visually on screen with animation, it helped me board in a way that is producible. And without going into all the technical shortcuts that I know how to achieve, um, there were some challenging moments there of like, oh, can we get this? Can we not? And at the end, working with Studio Show and talking to them about what's achievable, it would be nice to have this. And so they themselves have invested into the short, where they took on a lot of sweat equity and gave us a lot more than I thought we could do with the budget. So that was a big surprise and an exciting moment to have this short come together that way.
That's awesome. And you kind of touched on something that I want to hit on, which is you and Abigail both come from very different creative backgrounds. So what's that collaboration look like, right? How do you each uh bring your own skill set or your own knowledge base to kind of make the project stronger?
Um, for me, like I've directed shows and films, and I know that it was Abigail's first time in directing, but I've never directed live action, and so I always want to, I guess, in my past experience working with showrunners or other directors, as I was working my way up through my career, they always had a clear vision. And so it was always about like, how do I tap into Matt Groening's head and understand how he envisions the Futurama show that I worked on as a first show of my career. And so through those experiences, I knew that I didn't want to overstep. I would help guide on a technical and what might be a visual narrative, a solution, but my I didn't want anything that I had in my creative like way of or creative perspective to influence the story that she had envisioned. So that way I can be more of a complement to what she's after.
All right. And Abigail, you collaborating with John?
Yeah, it was so much fun. I was so honored that John agreed to come on board. And I didn't actually know, John, that you had all this in your head. So it was very easy. I think we just had really clear communication. And, I think John's described it as a trade. Like he came onto the live action set, and then I got to look over his shoulder as he was directing animation. And because this is such a strange movie where it really goes back and forth between the real world and the virtual world, I think we did have to collaborate a lot more closely, because sometimes you have hybrid films that are just bookended, like there's live action at the beginning and the end, or animation at the beginning and the end, and you don't really have to collaborate as closely. But we had to really think through all the transitions, and you'll see it in the short film. But when you go from the veil back to the real world and back to the veil, each of those moments was complicated, and we had to make decisions real time on set. And so John was a part of that, which was really fun. And then later, when we were trying to stitch it all together, I remember like the beginning wasn't working, and John came up with a solution for that. It was like a live action part of it, but it's like when you're both, it's just so great to have another brilliant mind like on the creative project with you and thinking through and solving problems together.
Yeah, that's incredible. And this is obviously premiering at San Diego Comic-Con, which is a place where fans love discovering the next big franchise. So, what makes San Diego Comic-Con kind of the perfect place to introduce the masses to the Vale?
Oh my gosh, it's like incredible. I think it's the biggest fandom. It's the biggest fan convention in the world. And I mean, I will confess I was not that familiar with these conventions until I published Love Boat Taipei and I started getting invited to LA Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con. But I mean, this is like I'm going to go in cosplay for the first time in my life. I'm going to dress up as an elf. I've got a blue cloak,
Oh, how
called the red
exciting.
dress, and we've got all like 20 elves that are going to be running around the floor wearing these hats and distributing our collectible cards, which are new for me too. But I can't believe we have
Oh,
these, like
cool.
with the beautiful animation from the short film and the novel. Um, and I think, again, I know that's like the energy of Comic-Con. Like people are running around, they're getting exclusive looks at new IP, they're collecting cards and swag and exclusive giveaways. We're going to have t-shirts. People are going to run around with these t-shirts, like show up to the Veil screening. So I think all of it just feels like it's like a really great fit. And we weren't sure where we were going to do our world premiere. We'd done private screenings at places like Rideback Ranch and the Signet Society at Harvard. But like there's just so many places you could land for a world premiere, and I could not imagine a more perfect place.
Yeah. And John, for you, are you excited for San Diego?
Of
What?
course, I try to make it every year, and this is a very good reason to go this year, to be part of something, be on the panel, and celebrate this achievement that we've put so much time and heart into it. Yeah.
That's awesome. And Abigail, I'm curious because obviously, this is just the beginning. So, can you give us kind of a sneak peek at maybe what the long-term vision is for the Veil? Where do you hope the universe goes from here?
Yeah, so the story is about a kid who creates his own very own AI generated world, right? And I think of it as like it's his own personal Narnia that he's decided where the sun and the moon goes, and he's created this village of elves. He names them. He's the steward of it. We're thinking about our second Roblox game, which pretty much will follow that idea of you being like the steward, the cultivator, the farmer, and the defender also, because there is a wizard that appears out of nowhere and starts to wreak havoc on Brand's world. And so the game that we're developing is similar to that. But I think my hope is actually that people will create their own veils, like that they'll be able to come into this world, be a part of it, but then also build out things in their own styles with their own like creations. And I think the AI tools are moving in that direction already. It's something that I think I was thinking about even in 2015 when I was writing this story. But now we're here. So I would love for people to enter the veil, and then start to make their own.
Nice. And as we wind down here in this interview, I'm curious from each of you, looking back at the entire journey, right? And I know each of you kind of came in, Abigail from the beginning and John later on, but through your specific entire journey with the project, what's a lesson that you learned that you'll kind of carry into whatever comes next for you?
Um, Before I jump onto a project, I always look at like who's involved, what it's about, and what can I do? What is my part in this whole equation, and what do I bring to the table? And I also realize that it's about the experience that you can have being in the trenches, problem solving, and coming out with solutions with your team. Just the idea of collaboration is always exciting for me because it always shows a perspective that there was, no way that I would come up with, and it helps me expand ideas, and that's where it's like kind of comes to play with like the idea of imagination and being surprised, right? And so when I look back on this particular project, I kind of see it as, yeah, like there is a sense of full circle coming together with this, and the fact that I worked on a project where it included live action and animation, and maybe it's a skill set that I'll utilize in the future. We'll see what happens. Fast forward, here I am on a project at Warner Brother Picture Animation that does include live action. So now I'm very excited to like care what I've learned here and take it forward in a bigger, stage. So It's life is full of surprises, and you just kind of you know trust your instincts and trust in others that you connect with and dive in.
That's incredible. And Abigail, for you, the journey, lesson you've learned, what are you taking forward?
Yeah, I think it's, very similar. It's the people that you work with that make all the difference. And there is nothing like having like a just like a deep creative collaboration with other people where you bring together all these minds. And there's nothing like directing where you have to be like a lay expert in every field. There's music and there's, in this case, animation, there's the cameras and there's the set design. There's no other art form like directing where you just need to know all of it, right? You need to be able to speak with each of these different heads of department and move the entire project forward in a cohesive way. And that is like one of the most fascinating, complex, but like incredibly exciting and so satisfying like projects like I can imagine. Like, yeah, directing films. So, and then yeah, I think you learn about different people through the process. You meet like 150 people on any project like this, and there's so many gems that you just want to hang on to and just keep working with forever. And so I think that's definitely been the highlight for me.
Awesome. Outstanding. And I want to give you the last 15 seconds here. This is your chance to speak directly to the audience. Pitch it hard. Give them all the dates, the times, where can they find it, all of it. Go.
Where can they find the film?
The film, where can they follow on social media?
Oh, okay, awesome.
All the information. Anything you
Great,
got.
great.
It's all
Yep.
you,
So
Abigail.
go ahead. Yeah. So I think, we're post San Diego Comic-Con at the time this is coming out, but the film will be released on a certain platform. We're going to announce that shortly. So follow me on social media. I'm at Abigale Hing Wen, or better yet, sign up for my newsletter because social media only gets to 10% of my followers. You can go to my website, abigalehingwen.com. There's a little toolbar you can sign up, and I'll let you know. I'll send you a direct link to where you can watch the film.
All right. I mean, that's as clean as it gets. John, you want to social media so people can follow you, support you, check out your work?
Yeah, people can follow me on Instagram at John Aoshima, John with an H, John, last name Aoshima, or look up Ultraman Rising from Netflix, or you can hashtag Hello Kitty movie, and you might find my name attached to that too. So follow me there.
Shameless plug. We love it. We love it. I wish you guys all the best. I hope you have an absolute blast in San Diego. I know you will have an absolute blast in San Diego. I'm going to be on ground. I'll be looking for those people with cards and shirts, and I'm gonna hound
And
them
the big
get
elf
some
hat.
pictures and the
Yeah,
big
the
elf
bigger
hat.
elf
We got
hat. Yeah.
we got to get
Michael,
we
do you
got to
mind
get the pictures.
if I give a shout out to
Please,
Third State
please.
Books? Yeah. So I will say that the Vale novel is available now. It's out everywhere where books are sold, Barnes and Noble, Amazon, independent bookstores, and it came out from Third State Books, my publisher.
Outstanding. So there you have it. Go find the books. Go follow the social medias. Go find the Veil. When this comes out, it's out there. Go find it. Watch it. I wish you guys all the best and the success. And I look forward to the next chapter. You got to come back and tell us when the next game is out and the next video and the next movie and the next book, all that stuff. All right.
Love to do that. Thank you,
Awesome.
Michael.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, everybody. It's me. I'm back. How y'all doing? That was Abigail and John from the Veil Origins. Absolutely fantastic group of people, and very excited to see. They did a panel at San Diego Comic-Con and packed house and went through the roof, and was such a well-received thing. Very excited to see kind of what comes next for them, both games, books, movies, series, and all the things. So I thank them for coming on and taking a little bit of time to speak with me in what was a crazy busy schedule for them as they were promoting the world premiere of their film. Ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna wrap it up for me tonight. I am having an absolute blast, but I'm calling it a little early because I got some works to do behind the scenes for some really cool big stuff coming up. Tune in next week. We'll have more for you all around the pop culture sphere, and a special interview with John Bolerjack, who is the filmmaker behind Stan Lee, the Final Chapter film documentary that is available now. So definitely go watch it and tune into the interview next week because it is a tearjerker. It is going to hit you right here. Just getting you ready. Bring the tissues. And not usually like the fun way to bring the tissues. Bring the sad tissues. So all right, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you next week. Shots.
Let's see it.